Feedly tutorial. Feedly is by far the most powerful tool for finding content ideas, regardless of your niche. Here's how you're going to set it up step by step. First, to take advantage of the AI capabilities in Feedly, you will need to sign up for the Pro Plus plan, which is $12 per month. The standard Pro plan at $6 per month doesn't help you sort through the articles at all, which is an essential feature for automating the whole process and minimizing your time spent filtering through articles. Creating a feed. Once you've set up your account, you're going to create a new feed. This is essentially the RSS feed component of Feedly. You're going to tell it all of the websites you want to monitor within a given niche. Don't be shy about adding sources here. I would recommend adding as many as you can possibly find. Don't even worry if you come across a few sources that aren't 100% your niche, because Feedly's AI tools can filter through the stuff that doesn't matter and focus on the content that does. As you're adding sources from some of the websites that you're already familiar with, Feedly might recommend related sources from around the web. If they look good, meaning they're somewhat related to your niche and post content on a regular basis, throw them in the mix. If you want to find even more, you can use some of the same SEO tools we looked at previously. Again, using Ahrefs for our example, there's a section we can look at called competing domains. This shows you all websites that are ranking for the same keywords as the website that you entered into the search bar. So if you find just one website that is consistently posting content within your niche, this one tool can show you dozens of similar websites that you can copy and paste right into Feedly. You should shoot for at least 20 to 30 sources to start your feed with, and consider expanding that list as you progress over time so that your content ideas stay fresh and you don't rely on the same sources for every video idea. Once you add a number of sources that you're comfortable with, you can start browsing your new feed and get started on the next step. Creating a board. Now you're going to have to do a little bit of manual searching to let Feedly know what kind of content you like. When you click on your feed, you'll see a few popular posts on the top, and the rest will be in chronological order. If you've done the previous step thoroughly, you should easily have hundreds of articles to search through in your feed. So this step will require doing just that. Start scrolling through your feed and identifying the articles that are most relevant to your niche and provide the best inspiration for video ideas. As you find articles that fit these requirements, click on the little star icon that says Save to Board. You're going to save the best articles across your feed to this board so that you have a curated list of video topic ideas that all work for your channel. This board gives Feedly data that it will use for its AI recommendations down the line. This is the stage to be particular about what articles you save, because these articles will directly impact the content that you get recommended in the future. We have about 100 articles saved on a board for Facts First recommendations, and again, I'd say don't be shy about adding content to your board as long as it fits your niche. More data points can only be more helpful for the Feedly AI, but some niches may require fewer reference points, especially if you're starting off a little more broad and don't want to narrow things down too much at the beginning. Create a Leo priority. Next, you're going to turn on the AI features, which are called Leo priorities. So if you click Manage Leo and then click on the Priorities tab, you can set this up. First, click New Priority. You'll see there are several ways to sort through content here, even a filter for listicles, which could be pretty valuable if you're creating that kind of content. But we're going to choose the Like Board option, which is going to use the articles we saved to our board in the previous step to make content recommendations. After clicking Like Board, you'll have to choose the feed you want Leo to sort through. This should be the feed you created in step 1, which contains all of the sources you used to build out your board of saved content. Then, select the board you created in step 2. You can even go further here and tell it to not show you certain types of content if you know there's something you don't want to see right off the bat. So if you notice certain topics that came up a lot while you were curating your board, but didn't quite fit your niche, you can describe those topics with keywords here so that Leo will filter them out automatically in the future. You can also update this setting at any time if you notice certain types of content keep popping up. After you've set your filters, simply name your priority and you're good to go. Refine your priorities. Now you've got an AI-powered, curated feed of video ideas that will supply you with limitless articles. The best thing you can do now is monitor and filter through this feed on a regular basis or whenever you sort through your content ideas. Just like when you first set up your board, if you see any pieces of content you like, be sure to save it to your board so that it communicates with Leo that it was a suitable piece of content. If something doesn't fit your niche, click the down arrow that says less like this, so Leo knows to stop recommending content of that type. Over time, Leo will become more and more accurate so that you can open up Feedly whenever you need ideas and pull video topics in seconds. Plus, after setting up your feed for the first time, you should have created a collection of suitable content ideas saved to your board that you can use to kickstart your video production as soon as you get your channel started. Bonus: automated Feedly recommendations. We're talking in depth about automation in a later module, but I wanted to highlight a huge advantage to getting your Leo priorities finely tuned. Feedly is compatible with Zapier, which is a powerful automation tool we use for most of our production processes. This means that Feedly can then connect to many other apps and platforms out there. If you get to a point where Leo priorities are really spot on, you can completely automate the content ideation process so that you don't even have to log on to Feedly. With Zapier, you can trigger an event anytime Feedly recommends a new article through Leo priorities. Or, if you want a little more control, anytime you save content to a board. By doing so, Feedly can automatically send the title and URLs of these articles to your writing team, meaning they'll receive and start producing video scripts without you even thinking about it. But we'll talk much more about the automation in a later module. First, we have to talk about how you're going to turn these unlimited video ideas into great YouTube scripts.